Hi, my name is Wendell Ilento, and I'm a volunteer member of the BOMA Hawaii Government Affairs Committee. BOMA Hawaii provides the latest updates on national and Hawaii issues impacting commercial real estate, building owners, and property managers. And the Government Affairs Committee is a great way to learn about new laws before they are finalized and to have a direct voice in their outcome. I have served as a member of the committee for 2 years. I can share with you that I felt welcome from the first meeting. And the meetings, all of which are by teleconference, are very convenient and easy to understand. Every conference call provides me with a glimpse into our government, current topics of interest directly related to the commercial building industry, and we discover sources of new ways to make a difference and find information. Finally, participating in the GAC, Government Affairs Committee, has improved my professional service. Committee members' discussions and sharing are just huge for me. I get to practice a lot of our discussions on these conference calls. And because of this committee, I am becoming more vigilant and able to communicate more confidently with my customers and peers. The positive, and in many cases, the negative impact of some of the pending bills and the legislation. This short presentation is to highlight an issue that the BOMA Hawaii Government Affairs Committee has been working on for more than 2 years, which is parking mandates related to electric vehicle charging station readiness. In 2019, the state legislature introduced several bills that would require parking stalls to be wired for electric vehicle charging stations. The thinking behind these bills is that retrofitting traditional outlets into EV-ready ones costs 4 to 10 times more than installing them on new buildings. The problem with some of the bills at the state legislature, though, was that they inadvertently would have applied to existing buildings when they are renovated. Take Senate Bill 1000, introduced in 2019. For example, this bill originally prohibited issuance of new building permits for commercial and multifamily units if the plans did not contain EV-ready conduit for at least 20% of parking stalls. BOMA Hawaii submitted testimony raising concern that renovation of an existing shopping center, for example, could trigger a hold in building permits unless 20% of all parking spaces for the shopping center were retrofitted for electric vehicle charging stations. And that's really crazy because at Alamo Center, that we're talking hundreds of stalls. None of the 2019 state legislative bills passed, but the Honolulu City Council took up the issue by introducing Bill 25 in 2019. The bill, which makes changes to the city's Energy Conservation Code, became the source of some controversy for its sweeping changes that affect the gas company. It also had provisions on EV parking requirements for commercial buildings. BOMA Hawaii sought and was awarded a small grant from BOMA International to work on Bill 25. We started by meeting with representatives from other stakeholder organizations such as NIOP and the Retail Merchants Association of Hawaii. We shared strategies and talked about how to best communicate with the council members about this bill. The bill was scheduled for several hearings before the City Council Zoning Committee, chaired by Councilmember Ron Menor. I personally testified on behalf of BOMA Hawaii to share that we support the goal of renewable energy, but had concerns about the bill. Many of the council members, such as Councilmember Tommy Waters, asked thoughtful and probing questions about the bill. Through several hearings, changes were made to the bill's basic requirement that 25% of parking stalls in all multi-unit buildings would be EV ready, meaning that they would have to have conduits allowing electric vehicle owners to connect at a level 2 charge. Breaks will be given in some of the versions of the bill, including the current final version, based on a point system that would lower the 25% minimum by allowing for level 3 charging or some other trade-off. While breaks in the number of EV-ready stalls were being proposed for residential buildings aimed at those making at or below 80% of area medium income, the Hawaii Construction Alliance lobbied to allow more substantial breaks for homes for those between 80% and 100% AMI. Some advocates asked the council to eliminate all EV-ready stall requirements for units aimed at those making 100% AMI and below. Environmental groups advocated for 100% charging station readiness for all parking. Eventually, the bill was changed so that a minimum of 25% of parking stalls required in new commercial and multifamily buildings will be required to have conduits allowing for connection of EV level 2 chargers. Builders of affordable multifamily units will be completely exempt, while builders may also qualify to build fewer EV-ready stalls for other concessions. But the bill has not been adopted by the full City Council. We became assured that changes to the bill would focus only on new construction and that the parking mandate would be limited to only new parking spaces. We're also assured that permits that had already been filed when the new bill takes effect would be allowed to be completed with up to 12 months to do so without the requirements. This gives time for the transition to take effect. Ultimately, the bill in its current form represents a compromise that BOMA Hawaii can accept. The Honolulu City Council was scheduled to vote on the final version of this bill in March, but due to the COVID pandemic, the bill's vote was postponed. Resources to find more information about this bill are available on BOMA Hawaii website. And I'd like to take time to thank all of you for taking the time to learn more about our BOMA Hawaii Government Affairs Committee and about our efforts to express BOMA Hawaii's voice on Bill 25 at the Honolulu City Council. We welcome your participation and involvement. If you'd like more information, please contact our BOMA Association Executive's Office at 808-447-1840. And that's Landon, Lily, and Melissa at 808-447-1840. Mahalo for joining.